Okay, so if we write it in standard form, remember, most important thing is we need to find the slope. We need to find the slope. All right, so 15, slope formula, m equals what? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So far, so good. All right, now I need help finding the slope. Palmer. Good job, buddy. Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. Slope is in fact 2/7. Very good. All right, now we're going to write it in point slope form. All right, so if I write it in point slope form, Palmer, what would that be? Now, for those of you guys who forgot, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1.
Seven. Oh wait, 0 minus.
No, this member is x1 and this is y1. So they go into the corresponding parts. Y minus -2. But instead of saying y minus -2, we're just going to say y what? Plus 2 equals the slope, which is 2/7. And then x minus 0. Is it necessary to say x minus 0? No, so we could just rewrite that as y plus 2 equals 2/7 x. Now, we're trying to write it in standard form. So are we allowed to have fractions in standard form? Are we allowed to have fractions in standard form? No, so I need to multiply everything through by what? I need to multiply everything through by 7. When I multiply everything through by 7, I get 7y plus 14 equals 2x. Is everybody agreeing with that? No, it has to be, you're talking about if I was going into y equals mx plus b. We're going into standard form. Remember, standard form is ax plus by equals c. All right. Now, does everybody agree for standard form x and y have to go on the same side? Now, please look here. My x is already positive and by itself. Does everybody agree? I just need to bring the y over. And if I bring the y over, I'm going to do what? Minus 7y. All right. I'm going to subtract 7y. Subtract 7y. So I'd have 14 equals 2x minus 7y. Does everybody agree with that? And now to get it in the correct format, though, x and y should be first. So 2x minus 7y equals 14. 2x minus 7y equals 14 is your correct answer for that. Anybody have any issues with that? Anybody?
So A out of the B, and C.
A is just the number in front of the x. B is the number in front of the y. C is the number.
Oh.
That's all it is. All right. So now let's please everybody try number 16. All right. I'm going to put it on pause just for a quick second. All right. Okay, let's calculate the slope real quick. M equals -7 plus 1 over 4 plus 5. Anybody got a problem with that? So I end up with -6 over 9, which is the same as. Anybody have a problem with that being -2/3? All right, now point slope form, I'm going to put 5, -1 into my equation. All right, just to make sure we're good. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Y plus 1 equals -2/3 times x plus 5. Anybody have a problem with that? Anybody have a problem with that? Go ahead. This is called the point slope form.
You use the first,
Yeah, you can use either one of them would be fine.
instead of-
You'll still get the same answer for standard form. Well, because that's the quickest way to get into standard form. Do you hear me? All right. So are we allowed to have fractions in standard form? No. So now, come on, guys. In order to get rid of the fraction, I need to multiply everything through by what? So please watch now. Some people make mistakes on this. I'm going to multiply everything through by 3. So what's 3 times y? 3 times 1. -2/3 times 3. Okay, now this is going to be -2 parentheses x plus 5. I want you to leave it like that. All right, when I multiply this side, the right side by 3, this 3 and this 3 will cancel. All right, you don't distribute the 3 through multiplication. All right, you multiply one or the other, not both. And we wanted to multiply the -2/3 by 3. Now all of the fractions are gone. Does everybody agree with that? Now we can distribute the -2. When I distribute the -2, I end up with 3y plus 3 equals -2x minus 10. That is correct. Anybody have a problem with that? All right, now from there, all right, we need to move the x around. What? I'll show you this one more time. You ready? If I said to you, -2/3 times 5, and then I said, let's multiply that by 3. Do you multiply both of them by 3 or one of them by 3? Yeah, but if I said this, let's just show you what I mean. If I said 2, and then I said 3 times 4, would I do 2 times 3 and then 2 times 4 and then multiply those answers? Or would I just multiply 2 times 3 and then multiply that answer by 4? Exactly correct. You with me on that? You're not going to multiply both. So what I'm trying to show you is that I have 2 terms here, this term, and I have this term. If I'm going to multiply by 3, I pick which one I want to multiply by 3 by. You with me? All right, and we obviously want to pick the one with the fraction because it'll eliminate the fraction. Okay? All right, now from there, all right, I need to go ahead and put the x and y together. So I'm going to add 2x and subtract the 3. And that will give me what? 2x plus 3y equals what? Equals -13. Now, like I said, guys, that's really as hard as it gets. That's as hard as it gets. All right. Any questions with that? Any questions? All right, so the next grouping will be a little bit easier because instead of standard form, it's just going directly into what? Point slope form. That's an easier one. That's an easier one. All right, so I'm going to pause the video. I want everybody to put it in, find the slope, find the slope. All right, let's calculate the slope. M equals, all right, let's see how we did on this. What's the slope? What is it? Anybody else have trouble with 1/3? Anybody else have trouble with 1/3? Now, come on, look how simple this is. All right, so now write the equation in point slope form. Mr. Williams.
Y plus 0 divided by y.
Y equals.
1/3 x minus 1.
You are perfect. 1/3 times x minus 1. It's really that simple, guys. All right, now if you chose the 4-1, it would be y minus 1 equals 1/3 times x minus 4. Those were your two possible answers. You don't have to write them both. You just have to write one. Anybody have any questions? Mr. Greep, you doing good on that? Mr. Wash, how are things going? Luke?
Good.
All right, here we go. On 18, calculate the slope real quick. Miss Lupin, is it 1? -2 minus 0 over 0 minus -2, which is +2. -2 over 2, which is in fact -1. Anybody have any issues with that? All right, write the equation.
Y minus. Oh, wait, no, y plus 2 equals -1 parentheses x. Minus 0.
Yeah, you can put the x minus 0. I don't mind. That's a good thing to do because it just shows that you understand you're making the substitution. Or for some of you, you could have put y minus 0 equals -1 times x plus 2. Those are the same equations. That's because they said without the 0. Doesn't matter to me. I know what y minus 0 is. All right. If you write y plus 2 equals -x, I'm good with that. If you write y equals negative parentheses x plus 2, I'm okay with that. Yes. I'm using the y value, this point.
Yeah, but on the other hand, no.
You with me? It doesn't matter. Agreed? Come on, girls. Right? All right, now we're using slope intercept. Everybody write under slope intercept, y equals mx plus b. That's your goal, is to get it into y equals mx plus b. I'm going to pause and see if you can do that. Okay, again, I think we've been doing very good with the slope. So hopefully everybody can tell me slope is equal to, Caroline, what? Anybody else get 3? Anybody else get 3? Anybody having trouble with slope equal 3? All right, so go ahead, write it in point slope first. What are we going to do? Caroline, go. Very nice. All right, now we're trying to get y by itself because we're putting it in this format. So now do what? What do I have to do to the 3? Distribute. And what do I get when I distribute? Perfect. Now what do I have to do? Yes. Come on, you're isolating the y. What do I have to do? Get y by itself. -2, perfect. -2. So your answer here is just y equals 3x plus 1. That's it. Y equals 3x plus 1. All right, that's slope-intercept form. All right, now do me a favor. On the next, I want everybody to put down for 21 standard, then point slope, then slope-intercept, standard, point slope. That's what we're doing for these last problems. Your number 21 or your number 20 is for homework. You're going to do the evens for homework. 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. All right. That's what I want for homework. And now I'm going to do with you 21 through 29 odds. What's the matter, Palmer? What? What's the matter with 19? Where did I get what? I used this point right here. Yeah, it'll be the same answer. Did you use 1 and 4? Well, if you use, did you get down to 3x plus 1? So y minus 4 equals 3 times x minus 1. Distribute the 3. Y minus 4 equals 3x minus 3. Add 4 to both sides. Y equals 3x plus 1. Same answer. These are both the same answer. It doesn't matter what point you use. What?
For slope-intercept form, you always have to distribute.
Yes. Very nice question. Distribute. All right, so here we go. We're going standard form. Now, again, this one is easy because they already gave us the what? They already gave us the slope. All right, so now write the equation. Evan, go. We're on 21. You have a point and a slope. First step, put it in point slope form. Go. Beautiful. Now what? That's right. Distribute the 3. Go. Good. Now you want ax plus by equals c. So I want x and y on the same side. So what am I going to do? Good. He said subtract 3x. And then what am I going to do with the 3? Add 3. Bless you. Equals. Exactly. Are we allowed to have x negative? So I have to do what? I have to distribute a what? Right. Multiply everything through by -1. 3x minus y equals 3. That's the answer. Anybody got any problems with that? Yes. All I did was I distributed a 3 there.
So like. You see where you started writing green.
Yeah, so I moved the 3x over with the y because I'm trying to get it to standard form. You hear me? You with me now, right? Good. All right, here we go. For question number 23. All right, Sadie, let's go. Write it. Keep going, girl.
Y minus 2.
We already have the slope. We're putting it in this -4 parentheses. Yes. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and put the x minus 0. All right, but that's it. That's it. That's the answer. All right, because we want it in point slope form. We want it in point slope form. Now, again, I prefer y minus 3 equals -4x because really is x minus 0 important? No. All right, x minus 0 is x. So that is the best answer for number 23. Anybody have any issues with that? Anybody have any issues? All right, Katie Kellogg, you are up. All right. Write it first. Point slope form, go. I'm listening. Y minus 2 equals, wait, we're on 25.
Equals to, over 3,
And then
x minus
x minus what?
3.
Yes, perfect. That's point slope form. Now I'm trying to get it into y equals mx plus b. I'm trying to get it into that format. So I need to isolate the y. So we're going to go ahead and distribute the what? Yeah, let her work. Distribute the 2/3.
2.
Yay, good job. Now what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Look up, look up, look up. What format? Y equals mx plus b, not standard. You hear me? So just move the what over. Right? You're isolating the y. Uh-huh. So y equals. Y equals what? What happens to the 2's? Yeah, these cancel. So it's just y equals 2/3 x. You okay with that or not? All right, anybody have any questions? All right, let's try standard form. Luke, start me. All right, Luke, you're on your way to being great. All right, that's a great start. Now what? Wow, thank you. Y minus 2 equals 7x minus 7. Very nice work. Now what? Good. And now what? You're amazing. What does that equal? Beautiful. Now, one last problem. X can't be negative. You are amazing. That was really good. All right, really happy with that. Good job. You know how to do everything. You should make an A on the test. Come on, Mr. Grebe, get involved. What?
No, I'm just kidding.
That doesn't help me in the least.
Like,
So are you good with the first step?
what's like the, no, for, it says like y equals m plus b.
So standard form is ax plus by. That's the goal we're shooting for. Ax plus by equals c.
I don't,
What?
I just don't know how to set it up.
So listen to me, buddy. You know how much I'm trying to help you. You got to tell me, do you understand the first part? You understand that at all? Are we on step 1 or step 2 or step 3? So we're past step 1, correct? So do you understand this part? I just distributed a 7, correct? Now, what did I do here? Now, he broke it down in 2 steps, which might be confusing you. He subtracted the x. Now, I would do that all in 1 step. I would subtract 7 and add 2. Do you hear me?
Mhm.
But he subtracted the 7, made that a step, and then he what? Then he added the 2. You with me or not? And we're not allowed to have negative as the x, so I distributed a negative and got 7x minus y equals 5. Better? You sure? Okay, so 29, the easy one, point slope, Mr. Wash, knock us out. Let's go. You are amazing. All right, that's good. All right, I'm totally happy with that. Writing the equations of lines. All right, now tomorrow I'm going to have a nice review that has everything that's you're supposed to know exactly for the test. All right. So again, I need everybody to make sure you knock this out for me. 30, 28, 26, 24, 22, and 20. That's your job right now. You'll turn this into me tomorrow. All right. Anybody have any questions? All right. What time is the bell ring? I forgot. We have 6 minutes to finish. Try to get finished so you don't have homework. All right. That would be nice.